Wells only and his guests are not responsible for any losses you may accrue for having weak hands. Where the haters at? Y'all bitches still ain't showed up. And now, right, we got Hex, flawless uptime. People thought this was a joke. Now they're mad at the chart.
This is Wales Only. Glad you guys can make it out. I'm making some claims that are pretty outlandish, but I can back them up. Boom. End of story. There is no other crypto out there, so don't get it twisted. If you don't understand where you're parking your money, you're gonna pay the consequences for that, and that's just how the cookie crumbles. Boom. We're obliterating everybody, literally. There is nobody else that comes close to what Hex has done. Boom. Oh, it's about to get funky. Funkier than you could have ever imagined. You know, Richard Hart is a boss. Hex is literally the best thing on the planet. It's simple mathematics. Right? The reality is that I want to be rich as fuck. There's only one way to be rich as fuck. That's by sitting on your ass the longest. Yep. That's it. Yep. That's the secret. The Godwell told you. Richard done told you. I done told you. Kareem done told you. Maddie done told you. Everybody done told you. Everybody done told you. Shit, motherfuckers still acting like they don't know. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
100% safe. There's plenty of games left.
Validator done told you. Yo, everybody said it. Man, hey, you know what it is, man? Everybody done told you. Y'all deep. Everybody. My God. Ex-Asians, bro. Everybody. Australians, man. Everybody gets me. Yo, when is it told you? Dollar cost told you. Everybody done told you. It's crazy. Yo, what's good, everybody?
What's happening?
What's good, homie? How you doing today, bro?
Chilling, my guy.
That's what's up, man. I just want to start this stream off with a moment of silence for all the Foxicans, because they're officially Foxicans.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah, I just had to do a crypto-specific stream because it's been a while. You know, figured we could at least laugh at these clowns for a little bit.
I gotta say, I'm absolutely loving the stuff the internet wants you to know, man. Good shit.
Oh, appreciate that,
Good
brother.
shit. For those of y'all who ain't subscribed, ain't checked that out, go back, go check it out.
Yeah, check those out, because I mean, the whole purpose behind those streams is to just help people understand why crypto's important.
Right.
You know, like, you know, who cares? We already got money. Right? Like, so why should you care that crypto exists? Well, here's a billion reasons if you look at one of those streams.
Yeah,
like,
bro.
it really alters your perspective a little bit.
No, I mean, I like even just the fact that you go back and, you know, you'll re-listen to the same thing 10 times if it's, you know, a certain subject or certain statement.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I applaud you for that, because I don't think that's something that I really do. Sometimes I'll just listen, it goes by, and you know, that is what it is. And you're like diving deep. You're like, hold on, guys, stop, pause the press. Let's go back 3 seconds. All that matters is the last 3 seconds, right? And then you bam, and then they hit it again. Then you're like, do y'all catch it? Do you understand? You know, I'm like, break, dude. The WF one was hilarious. That shit was clowns everywhere, man. Clowns everywhere.
Right. But it's things like that, right? That while we can sit here and talk all the moon math and all the blah blah blah, like, without all of that other stuff, crypto is really a fraud. It's just it's literally another Ponzi, in the sense that there's nothing there.
Right.
But because those existential threats are real, it alters everything. It gives crypto a whole nother realm of value, and people do not understand that. They don't appreciate it. They can't even wrap their head around it.
Right.
because they're not educated enough. And thanks, D'Artagnan, for dropping that in the comments, bro, because I really suck at selling my own shit. I'm a horrible salesman when like, this is whatever to me. I do this every day,
Right.
so I don't feel like I gotta sell it. So
Right.
please subscribe, follow, do all the good stuff that the social influencers want y'all to do. For me,
Yep.
Facts. And also for ATX Crypto, he has his own channel, so you guys make sure to check his stuff out too.
Appreciate it.
Well, we all talking about the same thing, bro.
No, I said it before, man. We all are saying the exact same thing, and every single streams that y'all go back and watch, it's the stuff that has been said for the last 4 years, right? And so, right at the same point in time, when you start going back and looking at it from that standpoint, you're just bringing on a new perspective from someone else, just saying the exact same thing, just slightly different, or even literally verbatim the exact same thing, but heard differently because it's a different voice for whatever reason.
Right.
And so, love doing that, man. Love the fact that we can all share the same thoughts and opinions of where we all see going in just different ways and different perspectives.
Right. I think it's important. Well, we got a new guest on the floor. Welcome, Sir Wonder.
What's up, gentlemen?
How you doing, brother?
Marvelous, man. Sensational.
Another gentleman you should follow, Crypto Wonder, guys.
For sure. Check out his YouTube, his Twitter, all of that.
Appreciate y'all.
For sure, man. We just we started out the stream with a moment of silence for the Fuxicans.
They go.
Because they're officially fucked. And and then we just moved on to talking about the basics, why I'm doing those other streams, helping people understand like what's underpinning the importance of crypto. Right? Because we already got stocks, we got bonds, we got all these other things people could trade and make money in. Why do we care about crypto? And that's a whole nother conversation. It's not clear on the surface why we should care. And I think that's what leads people to make all these crazy ass decisions so they don't realize that they're making.
I think just it's about patience. Everyone's lost it, man.
But that's what I mean, right?
Right.
That lack of focus, understanding why they're here, right? Because don't get me wrong, yeah, we all need money, but you should not be pretending like crypto is your source of income, because it cannot be.
Right.
And I think that's the problem that most people have. And if you got $millions worth, I'm clearly not talking to you.
Right.
Got their head up their ass and you got to spell shit out for them. So if you got millions of dollars worth of crypto, clearly I'm not talking to your dumb ass. So move along.
Yep.
If you're not in that camp, you should probably have a fucking hustle of some sort, whether it's a job or something.
Oh, dude, yeah, officially, and we talk about it constantly. You always have people say, no time to do anything, but yeah, guaranteed. One, just going out and getting a job that pays you better is like the simplest, one of the easiest things you can do in life, typically. Yeah. And it's a proven thing, guys, proven through all the studies that you going out and getting a job elsewhere, even at a direct competitor, gets a salary increase or a job or a pay increase of at least 10 to 20, if not higher percent. And that's kind of one of the first ways you can do it. The one thing that I would say to everyone who's going through that little, strategy of moving up the, where should I say, income ranks, ladder, if you will, moving up the ladder. So a lot of the times you end up just spending all that money on stupid shit. So if you can be a little bit more diligent, make that bread, make that additional capital, and then use it toward your wherever you should allocate it toward. Just be better than buying dumb shit. Not like crypto dumb shit in life, guys. Look around your house. I guarantee I've looked around my house. I have stuff that I've bought so much, wasted so much money on, and I still don't even use it. Never gets used.
I mean, and that's common. I luckily got rid of all my extra stuff a while back, so I don't have any more, like, I guess, junk lying around. But what I have, I feel like, and this is just like just the way I view things, and this is my opinion. I think you have to find the motivation to want to have multiple streams of income, even if you have multiple streams of income already.
Mm.
You know what I mean? I don't know, man. I feel like
That's just a desire for bettering one's,
yeah,
future and self and
situation,
everything. Exactly.
just the
Situation, all of it.
situation,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
because
People get comfortable is the issue, right?
yeah,
And they get
exactly,
lackadaisical and they get, the comfort kills, guys.
yeah, complacency kills,
Yeah. Complacency kills for sure. There you go. 100%.
yeah.
Complacent kills.
Yeah, so
Um,
there's so many ways nowadays, especially with all these AI tools. Like, there's a million ways to get money, guys. You really got to do a better job of staying ahead of the competition. And the competition is what you were able to do yesterday,
right.
not the person to your left or right. And that's important to understand.
Well, and you can also use the additional time. You don't necessarily have to make the change right now, this moment. What you can do is use that additional time to allocate to learning new items, new things, teaching
Well,
yourself.
that's kind of my point, right? I mean, how do you increase your earning power? It's by learning new skills
Yes.
or getting another job with a competitor. Like, those are the two quickest ways.
Right.
So if it means expending effort, then
Mm.
do that thing that's going to generate the most ROI and focus on that thing that's going to generate the most ROI.
Right.
That's
Right.
that's
Right.
that's what you have to do. If you're trying to achieve something, how do you get there? By doing it.
Yep. One step at a time.
Yeah, one step at a time. There's no hopping to, and I think that people understanding that crypto is this arena where they can maybe get rich quick, it really misleads people to not realizing how rich they can really get.
Right. Right.
And it, and
Right.
it, yeah, and it forces them to make all these ridiculous decisions that they wouldn't be making if they understood the game that they're really playing. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
Yeah, because I feel like that's really that's the thing that scares me most. Like, so many people are coming by like this is a casino table, and it's not. This is like tech in the '90s. Like, people need to come and sit the fuck down. Yeah,
Mhm.
for real,
100%.
bro. They need to
100%.
Bro, I was
Yeah.
watching the Jeff Bezos Amazon documentary thing, and you
That's what I'm
look at.
talking about, yo. Look at. I'm sorry, but let me just say this.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Look at this peanut-looking clown. Trillionaire. One of the richest motherfuckers on the planet. And you're gonna sit here and tell me I'm not gonna be richer than him? Man, you fucking stupid. Carry on. Like, what?
Yeah, just what
Nah.
is today does not mean it will always be, right? Like,
Exactly. Because
right.
I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
Correct. Yeah, you're gonna get complacent, right?
Exactly.
Eventually there's a certain point in time where or they just pass away and move on, and there you go. That is what it is, right? We have a finite amount of time on this earth, people, and so you definitely want to do everything you can to maximize all the potential of everything.
That's the point. Yeah.
Yep. Crypto saves lives. Yeah, crypto can also destroy lives.
Yeah, well, we've seen that. Right.
Yeah, for sure. You see relationships go because it's financial, right? At that point in time, and many relationships have an issue in finance in general, and many people have an issue with finances in general. So crazy stuff there. Did you see on Deck Screener that Pulse Chain's actually ranked number 6 on the on the layer ones right now? Just for fun, just FYI.
Oh, that's
did not know
fire.
For the
That's fire.
volume, you know what I mean? The last 24 hours sitting at 100.
Transaction activity.
Yeah, sitting at 110, 111 million volume in the last 24 hours. Polygon sitting right at 134. Yeah, dude. We're moving up the ranks again. Remember when we first launched, it was like number 2, and then they had to correct some shit. It was number 1 for a sec, but they had to correct some shit, right? And anyways, good stuff. It's always fun to see that, y'all.
I don't know if the left side is tracking anything, but we're 10th on that. But
yeah, no, refresh the page. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Because maybe, I think it's just a little bit older page on that one, is my guess, because mine was showing up.
Oh yeah, sure, right.
Yeah,
sure, you're right.
Yep. That's it, guys. Yeah, and so people pay attention to that kind of stuff. Honestly, y'all, like, They don't
Yeah,
have to
they
see.
do.
They don't have to see the ecosystem of us promoting, the people on Twitter promoting, the people from the rooftop shouting, and everything like that. People just look at some of this stuff and look at what's the daily pump today, what's the mover today. Well, this one went 300%. I'm investing in it. You know, it's gonna
Thinking that
go.
they're
It's
smart and shit.
always, man, always. It's so funny
Buying that
watching
top.
people. Yeah, it's so funny watching people buy the green candles and FOMO into them. But that's just way it works in markets in general, no matter what. Like,
Oh yeah.
and then
Yeah,
crypto
yeah.
just goes faster. That's it.
Yeah. I mean, and again, you know, if you haven't seen my first few videos, please go watch them. I did them like 3.5 years ago or something at this 3 years ago at this point almost.
Right.
And they're important because they really break down what's going on.
Right.
Because we could just glance over it. It's so nuanced, but the network effect is a real thing. And if you don't comprehend how that works itself out over time, then you're gonna play yourself out of retirement. You really, really are. I mean, there's no two ways about it.
Yeah, to have the opportunity in hand and watch it wash away. I mean, you know, you felt pain before, and I know you talk about the pain and that you felt with Bitcoin
Oh
early
yeah.
on, right?
Oh yeah.
And that's something that a lot of people have a hard time even
Grasping.
grasping.
It has to happen to them.
It has to, dude. It literally has to. It's the
Mhm.
lesson of being a parent versus an adult. It's like, dude, I'm telling you, don't do this. I went down that path. You know, and then you're a kid, and you're like, I'm doing it. I gotta learn. This is what it is.
Yeah, it's fucking sad. If only
Yeah.
I would have listened.
If only I would have listened.
Yeah. I mean, I think everybody has that story, and even yet and still, people don't learn.
Right.
They're gonna have that story right now. People are experiencing that right now.
For
Right.
You know,
sure. For sure.
right now with this chain, with
Mm-hmm.
this chain.
100%, bro. Cause you know we done told them, and every day is the same as the last.
It's
Mm.
just a shame.
What's changed?
We
Nothing.
we've even continued to say the same thing differently with the same message. We've mastered that, I would say. Like, how do you talk about the same thing over several months, weekly, on a regular basis? You just, and we don't stop. It's just something that people just I guess they don't take it serious enough. If the
Well,
charts, if the market activity just in this little time
Yeah.
it doesn't show, right? Doesn't
Yeah. They
support what
need they
we've been
need they need
saying.
the dopamine hits, man.
My goodness,
yeah,
man.
exactly.
Yep.
I mean, ATX nailed it really, cause this is what we've been talking about this entire time.
Right.
Man.
I mean, in a matter of days, market left everyone behind.
Yep. And it's funny to see because we've like, yeah, to those of y'all who've never experienced a pump, because there's a lot of people who have never been in crypto in terms of like an actual market besides Pulse Chain, which is incredible
Right.
to be introduced into Pulse Chain. And that's where you get like, hey, here's how you get on, here's how you onboard, here's how you get in. That's crazy. That's a
Mhm.
wild conception that I have. But anyways, just coming into that world, a lot of people are experiencing their first time seeing a 2, 3, 4x pump. And those of people who were involved in the incentive token got to see a 10x pump during that time, right?
Yeah.
And so it's just a wild thing that a lot of people have never seen or witnessed before. So it's fun to go back to those moments because you always forget kind of how that felt, right? Because now it's just like, oh, it is what it is, right? Like this is nothing. This is expected. You know, when rips come, they happen fast and they literally just shoot, and it can
Mhm.
happen like within 24 hours in crypto, guys. And so that's what we're seeing right now at this point in time. It's fun to see everyone's kind of reaction to it. And then the FOMO buy. Everyone has to get that FOMO induced, man, I gotta get in before it just goes to the moon. And I still think no matter what, even if you get in at this point in time, congrats. Like even if you FOMO buy and we have a pullback and it goes down 15, 20, 50%, I don't really care how much it goes down at this point in time because you go back and you look at how far it's going to go in the future. You won.
Right.
You won, right?
Right.
As long as you
Pretty
just don't do
much.
something stupid and wreck yourself and sell out during the time when the price goes down. Yeah, you're cool, right? Just sit through it, guys. Learn a little bit of patience on that one. And yeah, you'll get to be part of the people experiencing that joy of the 2, 3, 4x pumps again that have been kind of gone and missing in the last, we'll say, year and a half or so.
That's
Mhm.
right. Shout out to all the local top buyers. You know, you wasted a whole fucking 6 months, you dumb fucks. Like, you gets no sympathy over here. I mean, the level of disrespect that you're gonna endure from these streams, you might as well just never watch. Because I'm always gonna shit talk these foxicans, excuse me. Like, we got a whole gang of fake motherfuckers pretending to be hexagons and all this and all that. Oh, I'm a
Wild.
hex streamer. I'm a hex streamer.
Wild.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
Wild, man.
You literally disregarded hex post chain during this whole fucking period of time.
Yep.
Yep.
Literally. Matter of fact, let me highlight the shit on the motherfucking chart.
Mm.
Damn near this entire period of time,
Mm.
motherfuckers started just disregarded hex. Because only the other day is when people started fucking chiming in. Literally, like the other day. It's
Yep.
the 19th. I highlighted this shit to the 9th of January.
Mm.
You fucking kidding me? A whole goddamn what? 8 months from May to now. As soon as shit started going down, you know, everybody started shit talking RH and Pulse X and limit orders and single-sided staking and all this
Talk
shit.
about it, man.
Talk about it.
Fucking cocksuckers, yo.
Yeah.
All of y'all.
And
all
so,
of y'all.
yeah, bro. And then you see them come out the woodworks here. So
Oh,
that's something
yeah.
y'all got to be paying attention to, guys. The people that are coming out the woodworks, I'm muting on Twitter. I'm muting.
Yeah, facts.
Hey,
Facts.
I don't. Hey, if you want to come out the woodworks and start trying to celebrate and pretend like you're just part of it, no, man, I'm gonna mute you, because what happens is I end up seeing a whole bunch of people that I have muted on Twitter, and I love doing this because even though I can't see what the fuck they say, I can go back a year, 2 years, 3 years from now, and everyone that I muted right now, I can start figuring out who they were. You know,
And
I got
why they were
records of it at that point in time. Why were they muted? What'd they say? How'd they go? All that stuff, man.
100%.
And y'all don't need to be following that as well. Like, I know it's easy to kind of celebrate with it as well, and easy to kind of get that information out, but I don't know, man. Pay attention to who you're actually interacting with. That's all I gotta say.
Mind your information sources.
Right.
2
years to accumulate. Facts.
2 years, yo. 2 years.
Facts.
And then the last since August to now, we've been screaming.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck y'all been doing?
Right. Yeah, hey, the bottom could be looking like it's near. Hey, if it's not nearby, it's fucking nearby, at least somewhere in that range, guys. That's what we're saying.
Creating shit coins, fucking
left and
creating rugs, all this fuck shit.
Arguing about which shit coin is better and why you should avoid RH. Dismiss him because he disappeared. Like crazy, man. Crazy, man.
Just the most ridiculous shit ever.
Crazy.
And motherfuckers think they're really gonna just slide on in like nobody saw that. We saw all that shit. In fact, we were skull dragging you until the pump came, bitches.
Yeah.
I mean, damn. The whole time. And they think they're just gonna really just slide on in like nobody saw that. Yo, we saw everything. And we're gonna hold your bitch asses to account. Best believe.
Facts, man.
Because it's the internet. Nobody cares about what you got.
Nobody cares, yo.
Because that chart is gonna do all the work, all the talking. Yeah, that's right.
It really does, man.
That's
every
right.
single time. Every
145 days. Motherfuckers just lied to themselves. Crazy.
Wow.
Crazy.
So Melv Tony says in here, I believe, he says so many streamers was not here during the bear market. A lot of them have finally come back within the last few weeks. So guys, pay attention to that. That's what I'm saying. Like a couple of people coming out, and I don't know, man. I always get a little bit sus at this point in time. We've seen it. How many times we got to see this fucking story play out, guys? Someone comes in, they come into the Hex ecosystem, they farm engagement, they get a little bit of a following, and they decide to go do their own thing and try to bring whoever they can with them, right? And they're okay with whoever they can bring at that point in time, because at that point it's just a win for them.
Yeah, literally. Anything
so, yeah, exactly. Like they don't care if that coin's going to zero. They got the money and whatever it is, right? So anyways, pay attention to that kind of shit. That's what I'm watching at this point in time. Those people who are coming out, I'm like, all right, what you gonna be launching in the next couple of fucking weeks? What you trying to come up with at this point in time,
Exactly.
right? Like I'm getting sus with all them people. Like, hey, why are you coming out now? What's going on? I know we happy. I know we celebrating. I know you may be feeling some type of way as well, and you want to celebrate, but there's an underlying tone to that as well, folks.
Yeah.
And I'm just saying, pay attention. Whenever I'm watching Whale streams talking about things on the internet, he goes back and listens to it multiple times, reread some of those messages.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm
That's
saying.
right. It's a whole lot of double speak, a whole lot of misspeaking, a whole lot of
facts on facts,
misinforming, a whole lot of just lies and fuckery.
Mm-hmm.
How you gonna say RH is gone and the man tweeting every fucking day? Like who does that? Like who the fuck does that? That literally happened.
It's not RH. It's an AI. That's his clone.
Oh yeah, the 45-second clip or something.
That
was whenever he launched like a 45-second clip, just being like, "Hey guys, congrats" or something like that, like Pulse Chain's live or something. I forget what he said. Something so simple, so small, and people are like, "That's AI. That was not even Richard."
Right.
Like people
why y'all hate so
trying
much?
to find a reason to complain, hate, whatever, and then try to join the party. Nah, man, fuck you. You don't get the hang, but you don't get to hang with the cool kids. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. They're gonna go in and buy, and they're gonna get themselves a little 10x, but we're gonna get ourselves a little 500x. So congrats, you know,
Woo, bro.
Like
this is the thing, yo. People don't understand like what's coming. I've tried to explain it. You know, I if you watched my whole stream yesterday, that last clip you saw let you know. So, you know, people make their own plans. I already told everybody what time it is. Whoever thinks this is a short ride is a dumb motherfucker because it can't be.
Yeah, and how what guys, this is 9 months or something, like, right? What are we talking? How long? I mean, how long? 252 days? That's probably what, 9 months or something like that?
Yeah, that's about that's about
like,
252 days.
Absolutely lost it, man. And so what's funny is you know, you start thinking about like Pulse Chain being like, or 8 months at that point, right? Yeah, 240, yeah. A little over. Anyways, I guess he's not working until he's 70. Facts, bro.
Thanks for the super chat, bro. Because that shit is real talk. Yep. I'm not worried. Yeah, I'm gonna be chilling.
Crazy.
Period.
Oh yeah, for sure. I've lived a life at that point in time.
Yeah, I'm already entering retirement.
Right, exactly.
Like I'm done with the fucking hustle and bustle work. Literally, I'm done. I'm moving into retirement.
Right.
Like in a couple weeks. You motherfuckers might want to get y'all mind right and stop acting like y'all too good to take other people's money. Because y'all don't have the problem doing it on the internet, but you should be doing it in other facets. Right?
Yes, sir.
Because there's a whole lot of ways to rake up funds out there. Whole lot of ways. Like I keep trying to tell people, yo, learn how to trade. Learn how to do this. And people don't want to do nothing. They just want to scam motherfuckers online. I guess that's the easiest way to go.
Yeah, I mean, low hanging fruit, right? And y'all keep falling for it. It's the same. It's the same thing as like how scammers got started in the first place. Like, hey, my grandma got hurt and I need some help, or whatever the heck the scammers call on the phone nowadays, right? Like that whole telemarketing scam, you know,
right?
You know, hey, or social engineering. You got the people. It's like, hey, you know, I'm hiring, looking for employment, and you know, I'll send you a check, and you just cash it and send me back in Wells Fargo. You know what I mean? Like, that kind of stuff, or whatever the heck it was. It was Wells Fargo, whatever the heck it was. Wherever you end up sending the wires and stuff.
It's social engineering. That's what
It's nowadays it's just like, okay, this is the newest technology. Dude, I don't know how many ads I get a day just from like on YouTube that's like, hey, this is you know, the owner of Solana, and I'm actually giving away 1 million Solana to all the people who held, you know, and I'm like, who the fuck is falling for that? And I guarantee there's a bunch of people falling for it, right? It's crazy, but I'm like, that's you talk about low hanging fruit. Like they just paid a few dollars in advertisement, and y'all are just like, yeah, I want to claim that. Drain my whole wallet. Everything I've worked for my whole life, gone. Congratulations. And all they had to do is just to fucking pay an ad of like probably 2 cents or some shit like that.
It's crazy, bro. But like again, you know, that like I try to tell people, you could pretend crypto's your exit from reality, and it could be, but if you're not doing the right things already, it's not gonna be,
Correct.
Right.
because it can't be.
Right.
Like, I don't know why. Like, if you're over here thinking you're gonna hit a gold mine and you ain't hitting nothing anywhere else, you're not hitting here.
Mm.
Like, that's
Mm.
how it works. You gotta know how to identify success. How do you think it's gonna just come to you here just because everybody else has some? Like, that's not how it works. And
Right.
I
Right.
think
Right.
people are going to be disillusioned. I think that's a big part of the disillusionment too that we see online,
Mm.
because they thought they was going to be doing something else, this, that, and the other, blah blah blah, and they didn't think they were going to have to put in any time, any effort, any work.
Right.
Hmm.
A lot of
Hmm.
people just want a free ride, bro, and that ain't real life. I'm sorry. Like,
Right.
that's one of the reasons people don't like me, because I don't give a fuck about a free ride.
Mm.
Like, like, it don't make no sense. I ain't never seen it. Maybe in suburbia, but this ain't suburbia.
Right.
So what we doing?
Hey, on a fun topic here, the PulseX chart actually just showed a golden cross as well
Oh,
on
right, right,
the
right. Hold on.
50 and 200 EMA. So bullish AF, my friends, on golden cross formations in any TA pattern in general, for that matter.
Wait, why is this not showing? Oh, okay. So what happens after a moving average cross happens? Well, basically, the averages are confirming this congruence, right? So what the market needs to do now is retrace, pull back, give the market
Here,
room.
hold up. I don't see it moving if you're moving the mouse or something.
Oh yeah, yeah. I changed the screen. I just got a
All right, cool, cool, cool. I was just letting you. Okay, cool.
my bad. I just wasn't. I wasn't. I was doing something else. I wasn't
Yeah. My bad.
actually doing that. My bad. Hold on. Let me
Get back to the stream, Wales.
Yeah. Basically, let's see if we got actually three. Nah, I knew that shit was gonna be bullshit. Hold on.
Oh
I'm gonna
shit.
add the moving averages right now.
Yeah, you good, man.
One, two. You said 250, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. 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 Yep.
I saw. I just. Oh, okay. Uh,
200. Oh my, yeah, right there. Boom. Look at that.
yeah.
Beautiful. Beautiful, y'all. Like that is right when everything just flip into a mega bullish pattern, typically, y'all, when you see a golden cross. It's a momentum indicator, right? You were talking about what moving averages mean. Go back to my bad on
Yeah.
that one.
No, you good. You good. Because I didn't even have them on the damn screen. I was talking to myself and shit. I'm crazy, bro.
Yeah,
You
I'll be
can't.
doing that sometimes and I forget to be sharing the right screen. So that's why I just
Yeah,
said
you
something.
gotta stop me. So I don't even be paying attention. I just be rambling. Hold on. Let me
Right,
see if
right,
I can
right.
get the price line on. Nah, it's not doing it. Why is it doing it? It's not doing it. Sometimes the indicator will mark the level on the scale, but this one isn't doing it for whatever reason.
Mm-mm.
Labels on price scale, see what I'm saying? And it's not doing it.
Right.
But anyway, I just wanted people to clearly see the cross. But if you look in the upper left hand area of the screen where the EMAs are displayed over here, you'll see that the blue is higher in value, or the light blue is higher in value than the dark blue.
Mm-hmm.
So 2457 versus 2435. Maybe I should change that color. Let me change that color. Let me make this one yellow or some crazy shit like that. There we go.
Boom.
That should be easier for people to see. So, anyways, what's gonna happen now, or should happen now, is that the market should retrace back to. Actually, let me get a horizontal. Right, the market should retrace back to this area,
Mm.
basically, which is coincidentally where the moving average is crossed.
Right.
See, so what happens is that the market is marking what price is doing in terms of these averages. but it doesn't look like that on the surface because the price is all the way up here and these averages are down here.
Mm-hmm.
So the market's going to have to make a choice, and this happens in the form of what the participants are going to do. Because as of now, the market is slated to do a pullback. The question is how far,
Mm-hmm.
and we don't really know the answer to that. And typically, the answer is hidden in the slope of these moving averages. So if the slope stays at an angle as such, let me get another. Yeah, this is good enough. Like so, because this is kind of the angle of the moving average.
Correct.
If it stays something like that, let me just make it look a little bit better. Making it white. Okay, if it stays something like that, where that it holds that trend,
Mm-hmm.
then we might not see a pullback below this area,
Right.
right?
Right.
Like it could fall to here, it could fall to here.
Mm-hmm.
Like it could be a sharp crash to here, and then boom. Like it's just so many different variations that things could play out
Mm-hmm.
because it all depends on what the market participants decide to do. It's just never a straightforward thing, but it's always a thing though, right? And that's what's important to understand because that's why after a market breaks out, like this is a breakout move right here
Correct.
because you got the market. So first of all, this is a brand new market. So when a market is brand new, all these levels that it essentially made coming down and then reversing, like you count them, like it broke out here. That was the
Mm-hmm.
first actual breakout. Then you count the next one and the next one and the next one because this is a brand new market,
Correct. Yeah, this is price
right?
discovery still.
Correct. Brand new.
Mm.
So all we're gonna see now is price continuously circumvent all these levels and people just look dumb because they sold at the bottom back here.
And that's why they got the title Fuxican or fuck yeah, Fuxican.
Like, yo, like all you had to do was keep farming. Like it's not even that hard.
Facts.
And the fact that people pretend to understand what farming is, but yet didn't talk about it the whole time, weren't smart enough to know that the ROI from farming is tied to the USD price. All these things just shows how many posers are actually out there.
Right. Correct. Yeah, guys, and it's also evident too. It's, the time it takes farming and that kind of stuff. This is exactly why if you're becoming a liquidity provider, look how long some of us have been providing liquidity for.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And there was a time where these ratios didn't necessarily look like the best.
Mm-hmm.
But through patience, earning yield daily, minute or hour, whatever you want to say, every single second basically, then right, yeah.
That's the
At
truth.
that
That's the
point in
truth.
time, 9 months later, 8 months later, congrats. You know what I mean? You look at where things are right now, and again, you're just like, all right, cool. That just shows that I just had to wait, and I got a whole bunch of money sitting there. Congrats.
Man, I'll tell you what, I don't understand people and why they just refuse to learn math. I don't know. And then they pretend to want to be investors or whatever. Like, all right,
Mm-hmm.
motherfuckers, good luck with that.
Right.
I can't tell. I really can't.
So looking at just a simple let's say you pull a fib on this one, right? Just from like the bottom of the peak on this one to where we currently are sitting.
Hold
It
on.
gets us roughly in that same area for the 618-786 level for the most recent price pump.
You got a chart you want to show? Because I don't really.
Yeah, I can show mine. Give me
Hold
give me a
on.
sec.
Which you mean September low?
No, I was just talking about the most recent, like from the 9th or whatever it was, from the
6th of
pump.
January
Yeah, exactly.
to today's peak.
Yeah, to today's peak. And so I was just seeing that one,
Oh,
just
okay.
kind of
Yeah, that coincidentally
exactly.
happens to be right where the
Exactly.
Golden Cross is, motherfucker. How
Right.
about
So
that?
it's funny. You pull up this information, and it's kind of funny how they're all kind of showing the exact same thing. So basically, what the reason why I pull it up is because if you do see a pullback, there are levels to experience, and probably expect to get this pullback too. Guys, a pump of what 3-4x in the span of 10 days, you're gonna like most times you're gonna see some pullback, guys. And this is where, for those people who do end up buying the most recent local top, do not fucking screw yourself out and sell on the pullback. Like don't do it. This thing has such a bright future ahead that you would just end up screwing yourself, and then you could see like 10 days could go by and we're back to, if not all-time high, for example. So yeah, don't do it, guys. Just expect a pullback if possible. Everything's kind of showing that's where we have a level 2, and that's the reason why I wanted to kind of pull up those different levels of fib retracement and stuff.
Yeah, good call. Because I mean, I think it's important for people to see, because a lot of people know I do the moving average thing.
Mm-hmm.
So people also know that I don't really do the Fibonacci thing, but you do.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's important for people to see that even though we're coming at it from two different vantage points, we get to the same result, which is that 2.5 mark, right? Where that golden cross is happening.
Yep.
Because that's basically what that is.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't nothing else. If the market's gonna do a full pullback, it's gonna do it to that level,
right?
At 78.6%, around that level,
right?
If it only comes back to there, then the market is super bullish, and by there I mean the 61.8%, which is about 3.5.
So the other way I do it too. So if you can probably just actually reverse the fib, or just pull it from the opposite, pull it from the top and go down, or just reverse it.
The coordinates.
No, yeah, either way. I just, like I said, I think you can go to style and just like you can scroll down on style and just click reverse. It's like toward the bottom.
Yep.
All right, so that basically pulls it from like top down. So what this is showing, it shows how high the potential can go with pumps and just in crypto in general. So if you actually scrolling down a little bit, you'll see that 1618 level, 2618 level. Those are very common areas that when you see pumps in crypto, things like to go and touch, right? So whenever things are pumping, this is just kind of one of my things that I've discovered that says, okay, this is pretty common when things are pumping. Yeah, so this puts it back. So we've already seen, if y'all were to do this exact same pullback from the other side, like the other most recent pump, right, back in October or whatever, you would see we've recently hit levels of 1618, 2618, 3618, and now looking forward ahead into the future, y'all, doing the exact same thing of this most recent price pump. What can we look at going? So you'll see the retracement that you see, the 618. That's a pretty standard level. 786 or the 0.5 is a standard level there. So 1618, boom, is sitting back at SAC level, boys and girls. Just FYI, to give y'all an idea of what this is actually showing. When you actually see the 2618, we're back at 60% above SAC. When you actually see 3618, you're 2x above SAC. And we have recently seen us push through these levels very quickly, guys. Pumps in crypto happen super fast. And so I just wanted to recently show that, because I feel like those are, while you have a level of retracement, what can you look forward into the future? And I see at least SAC in the near future, which is beautiful if the price wants to continue pumping. These candle wicks are gorgeous, by the way, guys, because they're massive candle wicks on the bottom, which just means that there's a lot of pressure to push the price up, right? If you see candle wicks from the top, it usually means there's a lot of pressure trying to push the price down. And anyways, it's just fun to see on this one, guys. It's crazy to see. And yeah, just wanted to celebrate all of that. Those are the two things. Oh yeah, look at that SAC price, boom. Like and that's just getting started in all reality. Like that doesn't really get too crazy at that point. Whenever we start seeing new all-time highs for everyone, then what's beautiful for everyone at that point in time is no matter when you bought, everyone's in profit. And I've said that before. And all-time highs are really not that far away, folks. Right? If you look at just how far of a distance an all-time high is from now, it would be a 2x away from where we currently are. Or I guess a little bit lower. It's more than a 2x away from where we currently are. It's about, exactly. My bad. It's about 2.5. Yep, exactly. Yep.
That's
2.6. I was measuring from the candle wick. I got caught up talking about wicks, and then I started measuring from the candle wick instead of what the current price is. Anyways, that's not that far fetched. Again, we've already seen how fast a 2, 3, 4, 5x can happen, a 10x on incentive in that scenario, right? We've already seen how fast these moves can happen. So yeah, it's not that far fetched that we see another 3x away. And then at that point, I'm really kind of seeing I would wonder how long people would just hold for, because then everyone is profits at that point. You're gonna have some soy boys who sell.
Oh, for sure.
always.
If there's any left, I mean, I'm not sure there's any, bro.
Right. Correct. Yeah, people who've sold have absolutely fucked themselves out of a future, my friends.
Oh yeah. We just LOL over here. It's cool.
So yeah, those are my fun levels that I just want to kind of share on the chart. On the that's just the PulseX chart, obviously, but I've said this before. It all pertains to the exact same information across all the charts, guys. So if you're looking at one chart, you can pretty much interpret a lot of information from it because they're all doing the exact same thing, just on different levels. So another thing that happens when pumps are happening, and people have probably already been caught up in this, is people are going to buy the most recent one pumping because they think it's still going to pump. And so don't trade your core coins going into a pump on something. That's silly, guys. Absolutely silly, right? And then because what happens is, as soon as you trade out for whatever reason, someone's looking over your shoulder and says, as soon as you decide to do it, someone starts doing the opposite and the other one starts pumping and ripping. And then you feel like you've made the bad choice again. So don't do it. Unless you know what you're doing. And then that's, again, you can do whatever the heck you want.
Right. I mean, but that's the whole thing. You gotta be comfortable with what you're doing and then not complain, because we're not trying to hear it.
And not complain, bro. Like, hey, accept the reality. Hey, I made a decision. It's my choice. I'll accept the facts of whatever the outcome is.
Like, it's fucking crazy.
Facts, bro.
Man.
Absolute facts on that
insane. Like, that shit don't even make no sense. How you gonna complain like it's our fault, but you're the one making the dumb decisions?
Yeah. It's a sign. PulseX is 55. Is PulseX really 55? Oh, it was probably for a second. At some point in time today, it's been 55. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was thinking today, like, without even realizing it, my daily average or my dollar cost average strategy that I've been doing with the $5 a day thing. Thank you. The $5 a day thing I've been doing into, guess what? 4 tokens. So I got $5 going into Hex, $5 going into Pulse Chain, $5 going into PulseX, and $5 going to an eHex. Guess what that is, guys? 55. I didn't even realize I was doing it subconsciously. I'm over here pulling out 55s every day into the ecosystem.
That's right.
It was hilarious, bro. I noticed while I was like charting my entry today for my entry of what I bought today. And I was looking, I was like, I'm doing 55, bro, every day.
Yo, what's good, Disciple?
What's up, Disciple?
Yo, how y'all living, man?
What's up, Disciple?
Bless, bro.
You know, I'm sitting here listening to y'all, and it makes me think about, y'all ever watch Sway in the morning when he has the freestylers that come on there?
Oh, yeah, dude.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And they somebody going on there and they killing it. And after they finish, Sway starts thinking about the rest of these people. He's like, you whack motherfucker. you know rapping motherfuckers.
That's exactly
how
right.
I feel. That's how I feel right now, looking at the rest of the market, man. Looking at people that swapped out. And we told you to sit down or just bring in fresh capital so you don't have to swap your core tokens. But nobody wants to get a job no more.
Oh, yeah, you have to get a job to do that, the Disciple.
Yeah,
Nobody got time for that.
Nobody got time
Ain't
for
nobody got time for that.
Yeah. And so now these prices are running away. And the only thing you can do now is wait for this dip. There's got to be a correction coming. So there should be a correction so you can,
everybody's just hoping for that shit, yo. Everybody.
I know, dude. To everyone who actually does end up buying at this point in time, congrats or whatever. But everyone's actually wanting kind of a pullback, just FYI. To the buyers who really want some more, they want it for cheaper. Like, give me some more for give me while the prices are in this range. Look at the future, guys. There will be a point in time where you will never see these prices.
That's true. So true. Period. Y'all remember when Hex was doing this and we was all thinking, okay, it'll pull back. Shit. No, it didn't.
Cat's still 100x up on that.
Right?
Never ever did.
And it was just kept going. So, we don't know what's going to happen, but hey, man.
Be ready for anything.
Buy and hold wins again.
Yeah,
and
pretty
the
much.
drunk bastards drunk bastards were telling you to do that. So hey,
good job, sir.
Wells, what's it mean if I'm looking at like that last candle today, for example, and I'm just looking at the wicks and I'm
That's
seeing
an outside bar. We should be rolling over.
Okay, yeah, excellent. So I'll see like just a 60%, somewhat move in that one, and showing the volume at like 15 million. Is that just $15 million today, just in volume?
I don't know
Pulse
what that
X?
volume is counting, to be honest.
Okay.
With you. I don't know if it's the number of coins that have transacted or what.
Okay, gotcha.
I think that's what it's tracking, but I'm really not sure.
Gotcha. Okay. I didn't know either. I'm just sitting here like, kind of assuming
what I would do to figure it out is probably sit at the start of a new session just to see what the first like transaction looks like.
And then just kind of measure. Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, and then reverse engineer what you're seeing on the chain. Because they might not even tell you.
Trying to figure out midday shit. Don't work.
Well, the thing is that they might have an answer, but that shit might not be right.
Right.
Because they're coders. They probably don't really know this shit. Well, I don't know. I'm just saying I don't really know, but I wouldn't take their word for it.
And again, it's not really something I really pay attention to. Like it's something that I it's there, it pops up, but I don't think I really ever paid attention to it. Because why? Like the chart's gonna do what the chart does, and you can look at basically the levels of support resistance as a basic TA thing for many individuals. And yeah, it looks like the level of support that we're seeing is right that little 4025, somewhere in that little range, just going all the way back in general. But yeah, this is hey, it's beautiful either way, no matter what. Whenever I look at all these charts, because I just look at it from a standpoint of like, this is still price discovery, in my opinion.
Yeah, it 100% is, and that's why it's important people understand what's going on. Right, like this is a major negative divergence, so price should roll over. The question is, is it just to here, or is it just to here, or how low is it going to really go? Is it going to go low at all? Because I mean, we already know how that goes.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. It's just this is why you buy when nobody cares to buy.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, you buy when everyone's crying. You buy on the blood on the street. All that good stuff.
I hope people learn from this lesson, because there's really nothing else that matters ultimately. You know what I'm saying?
This is my first time getting a bottom price. Like I literally bought the bottom of PLSX.
Congrats.
The bottom. I remember clicking the button. It's the best feeling in the world to see this right now, man.
Damn right.
It's really cool. Right. And so, man, I appreciate you guys, bro. Like Pulse Nation, ATX, Wells, Wonder, of course, West
Likewise.
Bro, y'all did this shit, bro, because normally I would have got my fucking ass distracted and started swapping for this and that. And this time I did none of that shit.
Because you got to understand, that's normal.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I think that's the problem. And everybody literally did that.
Right.
And again, there's nothing wrong with doing that if that's the money you want to do it with. But if it's not, problems.
Yeah. So, man, shout out to you guys, man. Shout out to because it made the bear market not that difficult. I didn't experience much. What's the word?
Capitulation.
Like, I didn't really experience like, oh no, like that I didn't really
the dread.
The opposite FOMO.
I didn't experience much doubt through the bear market. We were too busy just talking shit and having fun, And so, man, shout out to you guys, man.
I'll say for myself, it just I was like, okay, this is just gonna take longer than I thought.
Right.
Okay. Right. That's basically everything in life, by the way, y'all. Like anything in life that you want an outcome result higher or better, it's just gonna end up taking a little bit longer half the time.
Pretty much. And it's always well worth it.
Yeah, it's so well worth it at the same time. So I think at that point in time, if the thing that caught me off guard was the people who decided to not buy during the entire dip, right? Like say you sacrificed, okay? You sacrificed, you had gotten an allocation or you I don't know, I don't want to say allocation. Whatever, you know what I mean, guys? You fucking forgive me, god dang. But anyways, you sacrifice and you receive some tokens magically one day, right? So whenever that ended up happening, some people have not bought since that day until now. Or, like for example, in Pulse Chain. Like there's some people who waited the entire time, did not buy a single penny of it during the last few months, several months. And then now it's back to the Pulse Chain sacrifice price. And now they're either buying or selling because they're weak-handed lettuce boys. You know what I mean? But neither here nor there. It's just hilarious how people have like such a weird mindset when it comes to like if their wallet is down, they don't want to buy anymore. I'm sad. I don't want to do anything.
Yo, I don't get it, man. And look, I hope people learn to do things when they can, not when they feel that they have to, because that's when you should not do it.
Right. Correct. Go the opposite way.
And this is something that me and Wes was just kind of conversating about. It was just like, I remember the last cycle, start to go up, and you take your foot off the pedal too early, as far as just continue to work, continue to grind, continue to DCA through the whole thing, because we haven't even hit the halving yet. So we're not even at sack price on Pulse X.
Nope.
So one thing we was talking about was like, man, I'm finna pick up these extra gigs. I'm finna go do this. I'm finna continue to grind and continue to pad this thing while I can, because you look up, it's gonna be the end of 2024, and we're gonna be through the roof
out. So
end of 2024. That means time flew by, blink of an eye, and everyone was just sitting here doing nothing.
It's already January 20th, brother.
Right?
Facts.
Right?
Pulse Chain is 1 year old in May, my guys. So in like 4 months, Pulse Chain
shit is around the corner.
Think about this, guys. Think about 4 years ago, January in 2020 is when Hex was at its all-time low, right? That's when the 4 zeros and a 5, I think it was the first or second week, right, of January 2020.
First week.
Never
gonna forget it. 5th of January.
Okay. See, January 5th, 2020. And these numbers here, that's what's almost kept me sort of like grounded in this whole thing with DCAing at these prices. Low 4s, low 4 zeros, low, and even Pulse X even touched 5 zeros and a 9, is because I'm not a TA guy, but I'm a common sense guy. Like, I saw what Hex did and not quite understanding what it was. And you mean to tell me this is almost like a reset for a lot of us who are in Pulse Chain now with 4 different options, possibly even, right, with Pulse Chain, Pulse X, those two, and Ink, if people care about it or not, and you're just going to fade this? You can't, if you understand what this is all about. And this is the time period that we're in right now. Like, people are uncertain. Those who don't know, and they embrace ignorance, they're gonna miss out, man. And we're the ones that are telling people and been telling people, this is how you do this. This is and it's gonna be like, the ship is gonna sail. I'm not missing out like I did last time. I'm not doing that shit. Excuse my language. It is what it is, man. For real, man. 4 zeros and a 5 for Pulse X. Hey, not financial advice, but I'm not sleeping. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not sleeping. I'm not doing that.
Facts on facts.
The way you guys broke out the chart, the chart too, and was explaining between the 9-month period of whatever capitulation and the Fibonacci and the earning moving average numbers, like how y'all just broke that down too. Woo! Oh my God. Hey, listen, man. If y'all did not learn anything, and I'm telling y'all in the chat, if y'all did not learn anything today, you might want to replay this and replay it over again. Pay attention to what's going on here. I learned some shit today, and I'm grateful for it, man. I'm grateful because it puts things together, right? We're talking about putting things together between what ATX and Wales just mentioned earlier right now. With it. Oh, I'm a replay. I was quiet just because I'm paying attention, taking notes. for your future, folks. Come on, man. We here. This is
That's
what
it.
we've been doing.
That's it. Got to be done. So look, I'm gonna show y'all how this chart was bullish up to a certain point. Um, and then I'm gonna show you guys what it's looking like now. So if you look at this bottom, right, it was pretty strong because you had the market do. This is the SEC dump right here.
Mm-hmm.
This is the September low, the final low, when all these losers were crying like some homos.
Mm.
And then this is the pullback into the support buying range because the market made that low, recovered these low candles right here, right? And then opened higher, and that was all she wrote. So it did it again at these highs, right? And we're seeing that again. Oh, hold on. Or we saw that again at the what price is that? 1300 level, right? And that acted as support again. And then before it took off, price almost tried to retest it, but it never made it.
Right.
So now price is in trend, right? So the question is, are and that's why I had that um, trend line up here earlier. Because if you look at the market from this perspective, that's pretty freaking steep. The odds of it not crashing from that are very low, right?
Right.
And if you
Right.
look at it from that perspective,
Hmm.
like it's already in motion, really.
Mm-hmm.
So um, I don't even know if that makes sense, but because that's a thin ass wedge, if you put it like
Right.
that.
Exactly. That's a steep curve. You know, what I mean? That's exactly what you're saying.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah, like it's really, really tight.
Like, that's
You
something
know,
just went. Pew!
like it's almost like a parallel channel. Like it was
Right.
so tight. It's like it wasn't even a wedge. Like I don't know, but point is, structure's broken.
Yeah.
So uh, my lines don't even line up. Hold on. Yeah, I think that's a little bit better. Cause that's the thing
Hey,
about the TA is. I'm sorry. Go ahead, brother.
no, I was just gonna say I'm finna jump off here, man. I'm over here. My barber, he owns this shop. He's got pull chain. He says appreciate y'all, man.
Yeah, bro.
I
All right.
appreciate y'all. Y'all keep doing your thing, but I'm gonna watch
Word
in the
up.
background, man. He gonna chop me up.
No
Right.
doubt.
Simple
Peace out,
time.
y'all.
Take care, bro.
Yeah, that
No
motherfucker
doubt.
was like, yeah. He was like, hell yeah. Y'all heard that in the background, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
The barber was the type of nose, man.
Barber was in
Hey,
the background.
yeah,
Shit.
like everyone's barber should be like your personal therapist, man. Like if y'all don't understand what a barber means to the significance in your own life, you need to go find out what it is to get a true haircut by a barber, a fucking great barber, and that is a therapist at that point in time. That is someone you talk to about everything what's going on in your life.
Mhm.
And so grats to Disciple getting them in. Grats to the barber getting in as well, man.
Yes,
Like,
sir.
understanding because you can preach all you want to so many people, but they still got to take the initiative to do something about
Yeah,
it.
that's
That's
right.
right.
So, grats
That's
to the
right.
barber.
For sure.
Shout out to all the barbers, man.
For sure. Yes, sir.
100%.
I'm bald, but I used to go to one.
Dude, my buddy Balls still goes to one. You know what I mean? Like, loves getting
Yeah,
that.
yeah. There's
You
some
know?
cats that never stop going, but I'm like,
Yeah,
fuck
dude.
that.
There
I
are some cats
can't.
that never stop going. Exactly.
Yeah, I can't. I'm just like, man, fuck am I
It's
doing here,
therapy,
bro?
man. It's straight up. It's therapy, bro. You be sitting there for an hour and a half, just getting a cut, getting fresh line,
Yeah,
all that shit, man.
definitely that, bro. But look at this chart though. Like, you see this? If the chart closes on the other side of this line,
Mm,
that identifies a potential
correct.
down motion. That
Correct.
that foreseeable. Because I mean, we got people. This ain't like hex, right? Like, let me explain something, people, so they can understand.
Mm,
When we used to first talk about hex and the price number coming back down and all that, the presumption was that people were actually staking their hex.
Mm.
But as we all know, that was not the case. So This is not Hex. This is PLSX. The other coin is PLS, right? And they're gonna move similar. Let's go look at PLS, anyways, just to confirm, just to show people that they are, because people are gonna be doing the same thing,
Right.
thinking that they're
Right.
doing
Right. Right.
something different. I'm
Right.
diversified. Shit, yo. Oh, fucks. Jesus Christ.
And
No,
it's
but it's
funny when
exactly like you were saying about the hex, because the staking mechanism alone, has a massive component to hex that once you start
Correct.
learning, that is the reason why you own hex, friends. It's not to hold liquid for price appreciation and gains, whereas to some people it is. The rewards are by staking your hex and earning additional yield and letting your capital go to work for you, regardless of what's going on in your life.
hmm
Very simple.
Very
Not,
simple.
not
Oh my
rocket.
God, the U.S. national debt is 34 trillion now. My God, dude, I
Mm.
remember going in school, and I believe whenever I was just in, I don't know, middle school or high school, it was like I remember it being like 9 trillion,
hmm
right?
hmm
Maybe it was like 7. It was anywhere between like 7 and 9 trillion. And then
Mm.
we come back from these multiple wars for fucking 20 years in Iraq and Afghanistan. You look and you're like, 34 trillion. Why do we even keep track? What are we doing?
Basically, we
What?
should
What?
have stopped
Why?
keeping track.
What?
What's the point?
What's
I
the
remember.
point?
I
What?
remember when they put the board up in
Yeah,
Union Square. Remember that?
yeah, 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 yeah.
It's a joke, bro. It's really just a
And
joke.
the numbers just keep like flashing real fast, like they changing the
Yo,
numbers.
split
Yeah,
second, bro. Split second.
split second.
And
Yeah,
they jump.
yeah. Like that's silly, y'all. Like we go up $1 billion in like a few minutes. It's wild.
Few
Yeah,
minutes, every
literally.
day,
Every
Every
day. Yeah, and you're like,
every day.
like who's paying that off? Nobody. So
every time
why?
you
Nobody
take a breath.
ever. Nobody's paying it.
Never. Yeah, dude, never. Like
The
imagine you're like, I need
Rothschilds,
to pay off this debt for what?
right?
You know what's funny, bro? For a long ass time, I used to be one of those people that really thought that that shit mattered
Mm,
because, you know, if the market respected the math, a lot of shit that happens wouldn't happen.
hmm
You know, so that's how you know quantifying markets is not necessarily fruitless, but it's something that needs to be respected and understood. It's
mm,
not a panacea. You know what I'm saying?
right,
hmm
It's not giving you all the answers. Like
right.
that's just not how that works because human beings determine what the price actually is going to be.
Mm.
hmm
I
What
went
they're
back and
actually.
looked at the debt clock time machine,
Mm,
and so in 2000 it was 5 trillion.
there you go.
And by the way, guys, like if you actually go back, this is 2000. So if you go back to the 80s, it was basically less. It was less than a trillion. It was like
100%.
930 billion. So
Yeah, you know, I've done streams explaining all of this and detailing, you know, why this happened, how it happened. Like, yo, it's so obvious,
yeah,
but if
yeah,
you're
you
not
say it for
looking,
sure.
you know, it's not gonna be.
Mm.
And you know, maybe now that we're at a point where, man, maybe this is a little mini channel because this shit is crazy. Because I was just looking at it again, and that's why I came to chart this motherfucker. 'Cause
Yep.
what what is going on
Yeah, it's
here?
just funny. By 2028, they're showing 46 trillion. Anyways, uh,
That shit might happen in 2024, brother.
Sooner, yeah, yeah,
exactly. Well, dude, we're gonna have like 2 government shutdowns again. No one's gonna
right,
know. It's like,
right.
they're gonna wait till the last day, increase it or delay it or extend it or whatever. Like, why do y'all pretend like y'all are actually doing something?
Exactly. That's
And then the whole
exactly
government
right.
has to shut down because you just won't extend it. Like, shut up, bitch. Just extend it.
Mhm.
No one, no,
Like you ain't even
34
doing nothing.
trillion?
Shut
Stop
up.
it. Stop it.
Fucking just throwing money into the wind.
Yeah,
Fuck wrong
dude.
with y'all, man.
Yeah.
That's exactly what they're doing. I
Right. Let
mean,
me see this go
you was in the
down.
service. You already
Yeah,
saw it.
exactly. Exactly, bro. I was like,
That's
let
how
me
I
see this shit go
know.
down, and then I'll actually have faith. But other than that, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, that shit ain't never going down, bro. That shit's only gone up.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. It took what 200 years for it to go from 0 to 100 million.
Yep.
or $1 billion.
Yep.
And then from there to now, it amassed 34 or 33.5 trillion,
Yeah.
whatever.
34 trillion.
33,
Yeah, you're right.
34 trillion, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just crazy, man. And it's like
In like 40 years.
in 40 years and nobody gives a fuck, and this is why I'm like, nobody cares, yo, about
Yeah,
shit.
that's wild. That
Yeah,
is wild.
it's crazy, yo. People be acting like they deserve respect. Like, bitch, you
Right.
don't even know what the fuck is going on. Fuck
Right.
you.
Right.
Like you
Hilarious, man.
you haven't earned any fucking respect. Like you just a clown
Absolutely hilarious.
with a title. I mean, that's a lot of people. Now check this divergence out on the 4 hour. So if we get a pullback, it might not be steep because actually,
Ooh-wee.
it could be because it's like a hidden divergence on the daily.
Mm.
But then on the 4 hour, it's super obvious, and who's really looking at the 4 hour? So it could be a quick. As far as daily to the 4 hour,
Correct. Right.
because you can see it, but it's just not. Let me get rid of that. It's just not as obvious. Let me move this over too, because you can see it if you're paying attention. But this is a divergence right here.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's gonna show, like all the way down here, and because. So how do you read a negative divergence? The proper way is by looking at the line chart.
Mm.
And I learned this the hard way because nobody teaches you this.
Right.
Because the candle charts, you get too much action, right? Like you guys saw what it
Well, and
looked
that's
like
why people
before.
do the Hikanashi candle and that kind of stuff too, right?
Yeah, I guess, right. Yeah, I don't do the Hikanashi, so I don't really know much about it. I can't
Yeah.
speak to it, but a lot of people do.
Mm-hmm.
But the idea is you want to get the closing points, right? You want to get the important points to focus on with regards to your trend marking. Because again, this is an art, not a science.
Right.
So the idea is that you can see what's going on and that the market is respecting whatever it is you're seeing, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
like if I make this trend line here, let me do this. Look at that. Like that was just there, and I didn't even see it till right now.
Mm. Yeah, you got to pull it
Right?
up on the line for sure.
Yeah.
Those wicks will throw you way off. That's what I was.
Yeah.
I had a conversation with some friends as well about using the wicks and stuff. And I think on charts that are older and have actually shown the volume and all that good stuff and have massive amounts of liquidity, candles matter a little bit more. But
Right.
I don't know.
It's a contextual scenario type of
Mm,
deal,
mm,
right? And that's the difficult thing about trading in markets is that you have to know, but even when you know, you don't know,
mm,
right? Because if it's something new that your eyes haven't seen happen in that way before, well, guess what? It's brand new to you, bro. I'm sorry. It don't matter that
Mhm.
you've seen some variation of it a million times because you don't know exactly how it's going to play out this time.
mm-hmm.
And that's markets. That's why everybody does those back tests. Everybody does all these things to show them the probability of the outcome. But that's just a probability. It's not a definitive,
Mm,
absolute what it's going to be. See what I'm saying? And that's what's difficult for people to really wrap their head around when it comes to markets. Because, I mean, let's be honest, how many people are well versed in statistics? Not many.
very few.
Yeah. And you got to be to really understand what's going on in these markets.
Mm,
Like just understanding distributions and why they look how they look and stuff like that. I mean, it lends a whole nother perspective to what's going on.
mm-hmm.
But if you're not versed in that language and understanding, I mean, it's just going to be Chinese and it's not going to help you.
Right.
So you're better off maintaining a simplified view of the market because that's ultimately what's going to help you see best. And that's what you
Mhm.
want. You don't want to see what somebody else is seeing. You want to see what you can see.
Yep. Facts. Yeah, you got to
Yeah.
learn. You got
So
to learn how it makes sense to you and how you interpret some stuff. That's what I mean. It's always been like you should definitely always try to take everything a bit of information from anyone that you can to incorporate your own style, so you can start
right.
learning how it makes sense and how you interpret information. Shit, we have different ways of learning, dude. All of us.
Exactly.
And not all of us are just audio or visual or kinesthetic or kinetic or whatever the heck the thing is called. You know, and you're sitting there, you're like, okay, cool. So like, there's a portion of everyone who's mix of all that, right?
Yep.
So crazy stuff. Keep going.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's important, right? Because everybody has a different point of view, right? And everybody's point of view is not going to be the same. And that's why it's important that people understand that this is like painting lanes for you to travel on a highway, right? Like the whole idea of technical analysis is to give the chart structure so that if something is not happening that you expect to, you know what to do. That's all it is. You know, it's a timing slash safety slash risk management thing. It's not really more than that. And I think people blow it up too much because they don't really even understand what it's supposed to be.
Right.
You know, so it's important to really realize that technical analysis is this thing that is there to help you. It is not this thing that is there to provide you with concrete evidence of anything. It's just a mere tool that suggests things. And you should learn how to layer those tools so that you get the best potential outcome in your analysis. And that's all it's for.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense, man.
Yeah.
Another fun bullish topic on this one is pulse chain validators have now been, it's 10% of the Ethereum validators out there. So there's basically like 517,000 Ethereum validators.
What's that website?
Dune.com.
Oh no, there's another site, Pulse Lab, I think they call it.
I don't know. GoPulse.com is what I'm checking out. But
no, there's another one.
I haven't heard the Pulse Lab.
Yeah, there's some other website, but I can't remember it.
What does it do on that one?
It's a part of the scan setup.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. It ain't nothing. Let me see if it is tied to that. I don't think it is though.
Yeah, I was just checking it out because so my let me correct myself. The amount of validators of 571,000 Ethereum validators. So let me just correct myself before I all get too mad about the information that's provided to you. I'm sure you weren't even thinking about how many validators were out there until you had to go like prove me wrong.
Pretty much.
Hey, go learn. That's a good way to learn for everyone, by the way. You know what I mean? Teach yourself something. But right now we're sitting on close to about 50.
Check this out.
52,000 validators.
I'm sorry. 52,000 validators. I forgot what I was looking for, but I got sidetracked.
Yeah.
Where the hell is it? So check this out though. December, which I think was like the last local low.
Yep.
The transactions were half of what they are now, basically. About 500,000 versus 270,000.
Oh shit!
Yes, sir.
Yeah, dude.
Like, wow.
Good stuff. That is good stuff right there.
Yeah, got up to 750,000 almost about 5 days ago.
Wow.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
And just getting started again, y'all. Just getting started.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind every single time you're looking at some of this stuff.
That's right. I'm trying to find the damn. Where is that thing? Where is this pulse chain validator? What?
Yeah, I found a really cool thing on the Dune one that shows each stake your competitor forked, and it doesn't show pulse chain, of course, because everyone loves trying to block pulse chain, but it shows all the other ones, and I would say pulse chain is now the fourth, if not third, ETH proof of stake validator amount of validators out there. So Binance is only sitting on 38,000, Kraken 27, Rocket Pool 25. Good stuff, man.
Good stuff indeed.
Good stuff. We are never being shut down, y'all. Just FYI, that's all that means. That is like full decentralization everywhere, globally. Congrats. And then you can run it your own computer. Like,
Right.
It's so freaking lucky, man. Remember all the people who freaked out over having to click an extra button on Pulse Chain?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was funny.
Remember all these moments and look back at how you felt, hopefully, during those times as well. Do a little bit of reflecting, because some people absolutely lost their fucking mind.
Yeah.
Whenever the Pulse Chain website switched to the IPFS and the Hex website switched to IPFS, y'all just lost your cool.
I think it's important to remember that these are always the same people.
Same people. Same people.
None
of that drama came from us. We didn't flip. We didn't go crazy about some IPFS. Yeah.
Boom. Here we go. This is what I was looking for. Active validators as of right now. Oh wait, no, this isn't. Is this right? Yeah, this is active right now.
Oh, I think what is that website?
This is the Launchpad. This is a fuck. Hold on. I'm on the goddamn testnet.
Yeah, I've done that so many times.
Wrong one. Warning, this is, and it says it right there in my face, and I clearly did not read that shit. Motherfuckers.
Yeah, literally just typed in launchpad.pulsechain.com, and so you should be able to, do the same.
Launchpad. That's what it is, though.
Yeah, I just went to the website too, right here. Yeah, launchpad.pulsechain.com, and then click the little extra button that we were talking about.
Whoops, not that little extra button. Oh no.
Yeah, see this? They lost their mind right there.
Oh my god!
The sky is falling. The sky is falling.
It's too confusing.
Chicken little niggas over here.
Yo, 14% is the current APR for validators for whoever wants to stake their PLS. Speaking of
good, that's good APR for just having a validator, y'all. By the way, FYI.
Yeah, for sure. What I find interesting is how everybody shit talks Hex, but yet they want to stake every other fucking shitcoin they got, including Pulse Chain and Pulse Hex, when they're not made for staking. That's what Hex is for. But yet everybody wants to stake everything else,
Right?
But not Hex, which is made for staking. What am I missing?
That is hilarious.
It's a parallel universe, man.
Parallel universe, 100%, man.
Holy shit.
Yeah, no, this is I'd forgotten about this website too. There's plenty of websites out there, y'all, and that's just another testament to it once again.
And of course, the more validators in the network, the lower the APY.
Correct.
For anybody that's curious about that. So
and you got to pay a validator expense, and you got to keep it up and running. There's things to it. You can't just stake your Hex, which is what how easy is it to stake your Hex? Well, a couple of clicks, cool. Guys, and then you're acting like it's the end of the world over there too. So yeah, definitely keep that in mind. Y'all are all looking for single site staking on PulseX and all these other platforms, but Hex is there earning at minimum 10% APY. Paying you out in Hex, so you're getting the APY in Hex, y'all, which is incredible. Because imagine a day where Hex is $5, $2, $10, $20. That APY is insane. It's not it's not. It's insane, guys. You don't understand. So yeah, keep that in mind.
Damn. What the hell is going on here? Motherfuckers just giving this PLS away? Oh no, just 200,000. All right. But damn. I mean, do better, bro. What's going on?
Yeah, exactly. If you are a validator on, some of those things, you can see you got to keep it up and running the whole time too. Otherwise, you can end up getting
it's a job
and that kind of stuff. It's a job, you know what I mean? You got to pay for the actual validator's device, whether it's your own computer or one that you buy yourself. And again, you got to make sure it's up and running all the time, right? Constant internet connection, all that good stuff. So if that's stuff that you're already dealing with and you're having issues with in your life, don't try to make this a part of what needs to happen. Use that additional capital of the $2,000 or however much it costs to become a validator and go buy yourself some RH tokens that have a chance to go up 100, 200,000x.
Get you some damn T-shares.
Get you some damn T-shares, bro. Keep it simple. You should have a goal at least to have one T-shirt. I don't give a fuck. 10 T-shirts that go out 15 years. That should be a minimum goal. And you'll thank yourself later. You won't realize it now, right? You may think this is silly. This is dumb. This may not even be a thing. You'll thank yourself later. Just do it. Lock it up. And you'll realize, oh, this is how yield's supposed to be earned.
Correct.
Oh, gotcha. I just have to wait. Gotcha.
That's right.
Because the problem is now the yield protocols that are available for everyone, you can get in and get out the motherfuckers within a second. Nothing
right.
stops you from doing something to pull out, right? There's no ending early fee, right?
Yep.
So keep that in mind, guys. Like, hold yourself accountable, and one of the easiest ways is stake your hex. But keep in mind that if you know you're gonna fucking end it early, don't do it, right? You're gonna wreck yourself because it's not a protocol that you can get in and out of like all the other ones.
Nope.
And so a lot of people forget that too. So if you are one of those individuals who think you can go in there, earn some yield for a little bit of time, do a 15-year stake and pull it out 30 days later, and you're going to be able to have some value left in there, you have just wiped that account.
Yep.
Depleted. So do some research, guys. Take at least fucking 15 minutes out of your day just to learn how Hex works. It's not that difficult. Really not.
It's really not.
It really is not, man.
There's
so many
lose
videos.
it all. With a click, you can lose it all.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, 100% on the 100% on the T-shares. Yeah, punt at least one T-share per year every year for 55. That's a simple way of doing it too. That gets you 15 T-shares. It's nothing crazy. It's something that you can just kind of put to the side, and then you can actually work on building capital. The way I think it's going to work this time is people are going to realize eventually, one day, y'all, I promise, you're going to see these gains come from Pulse, PulseX, and Hex, and all these other protocols, and you're going to see the gains come, and it's going to go right into Hex. Why? Because you can lock it up. You can earn additional yield. If you got a chance to go from $10,000 to $1 million, are you telling me that you wouldn't take 100,000 of that and put it into Hex and stake it out for fucking 5, 10, and 15 years? Right. If you would not do that, then you need to reevaluate some plans of what you have going on. Right? Imagine you turn 10,000 into 2 million, 3 million, 5 million. You should take some capital and invest into Hex and go stake your fucking Hex. Whether you're waiting for the dip to come back during the bear market to do it, however you acquire it, lock that sucker up. You'll be thanking yourself later, no matter what. So, anyways, that's why I think Hex is the one that will outperform everyone, but y'all just don't quite see it yet. And that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. You got to focus on the new ones. You know, I get it.
They'll learn.
I get it. But you'll learn. You'll learn that Hex is always here. It's been running flawlessly for 4+ years now. And I'm loving the payout every single time that I get paid, which is every day, y'all. Just FYI. So
every day.
Yeah. Facts, man. 30-something stakes, average 10.5 years. Beautiful.
Whoa. Beautiful.
I got a gap between year 2027 and 2029 in my 55 ladder. Not financial advice, but would you recommend filling that gap or just stick with 55 stakes? So that would actually be roughly, in theory, around the bull market area for the next cycle if you're playing the cyclical move, right?
Right.
And so if you don't have anything between years 2027, 2029, and we stay on a 4-year cycle as we have previously, or stay somewhere in the ballpark of 4 years, then you're kind of screwing yourself over for not having something come out during that time period. Just as a simple plain thought for me, I would always try to fill any gaps in no matter what. Go long first and then go backwards and go shorter last. Go bigger, longer as well earlier, and you'll just thank yourself so much more, man. But that's my strategy. And so, yeah, anyways, my thoughts.
Yeah, they work, man.
Yeah.
And I think that if it makes sense for you in terms of timing, then that's when you should fill in the gaps. If not, then you should consider something else.
Correct. Or do you have something going on? Is your daughter, or son turning 16 and they need a car? Or are they going to college around that time frame? Like, it's not just about trying to plan the bull markets and trying to plan the bear markets and trying to plan your fucking life around your stakes, my friends. You can set yourself up in a situation to say, I'm going to take holiday in 3 years. I'm going to put this amount of money in and I'm going to take it out 3 years later, 2 years later, and I'm going to take a beautiful vacation, right? I got my daughter turning whatever, 18. And whenever she does, I want to make sure that she has college covered if she wants to go, right? Or whatever that is, whatever the story is. It's not just about the cyclical moves and natures of the market, but what's going on in your life, right? And that's the way I would look at it. Do you have anniversaries around that time frame? Could you use that additional? Like I staked my stakes around those purposes, so I would ensure that I held on to it for that reason. That was my why, is why I staked. I staked because I wanted to have capital during certain events in life, right? Not around the bull market or bear market. No, it's around events in life that I want the additional money for. That's as simple as it is for me. But you got to find your own why.
That's the whole point. I think that people forget that, but that's a very important point that you bring up there.
Mm.
Yeah, because I mean, if you don't know, who does?
Right. Yeah, you're just doing it because someone said do a ladder. Like, I mean, those are the
Yeah.
people who are in their stakes early whenever Hex reaches $1, for example, because they didn't have a good reason as to why they staked in the first place, right? And then they're okay with taking a penalty because they've made X amount of money. Like, that's silly thoughts, man. Silly thoughts. But people are gonna do it. It's the nature of the game. I get it.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta just. That's right.
Plays. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you guys realize? I know farming was mentioned earlier, real brief. Those who are farming, the rates also went up, like practically double from like last week. The APRs went up.
Yeah, because the prices went up. People don't even know that that's how it works.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the prices go up, APRs go up, it looks even better, more enticing, and then more people come in. Because more people come in, it gets distributed more, and so it got such to go a little bit lower. But 100%, man, like you're earning additional yield for you in the meantime. That's beautiful, guys. Like, are you kidding me? And I'm still waiting for. This is where I think, dude, imagine we do get V2 farms, and I'm waiting for that news. And again, like there's always some news coming because it's in PulseX right now on the website, same farm types, and I can select V2, but it's nothing there yet. But people are gonna, have additional yield capabilities there too. There's so many things ahead, but even if nothing else came about, guys, would you not be happy with what could end up being the market of 200, 500, 1000x?
That's right.
Everyone acts like we need limit order, single site staking. No, you don't.
Right.
No, you don't. Just imagine a world where we never get those, guys. Like, what happens there? Right? Like, you want to talk about?
Buy, I guess.
Shit. Yeah, exactly. I'm too weak-handed. Go get some Hex and stake it. Then, you know what I mean? Like, if you need single site staking, go get yourself some Hex and stake it.
Man, it's so ridiculous.
That's funny, man.
So ridiculous. These people, bro. But look, do yourself the favor. Take stock of what it is you want from these markets and plan around that. That's basically what ATX is trying to tell you guys. Because there's a million reasons to do this. But why do you want to do it?
And notice how all of them are in the long-term future, guys, like not in the next fucking month or two. Okay. Like always long-term vision, especially in crypto. Something that has good product market fit, something that has better, faster throughput than Ethereum. Imagine the fees when Ethereum is $1,000 to send something.
Man, and that's why people need to understand to be staked.
Like 100%.
Like, how else you think you're going to afford that?
Exactly.
Let me ask y'all a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me ask you a question. What does product market fit mean to you guys? Because I have an idea, but I'd like to hear what you guys think.
It actually solves a problem.
Yeah, right? Provides us an actual solution.
Yeah, it provides an actual solution for something that's needed in the market. And two of them are, you need something that you can earn yield on trustlessly in the best way possible without any sort of admin keys or any bullshit out there. Hex, congrats. You need something that helps with faster, cheaper throughput than the other layer 1 network, Pulse Chain, congrats. You have the ability to do a DEX that has a deflationary mechanic to it, so you can only have the amount of Pulse Chain or Pulse X that's on the market right now, and you can only try to scoop up as much as you can of that supply because it will always go down. It is deflationary, friends. Not only that, it has a buy and burn mechanic behind it as well. Good product market fit. It finds us, it has a problem, it has a solution, and it fills that solution. That's good product market fit. Not just a meme coin. Oh, this one has a cool fucking color to it. That's not product market fit. That didn't solve anything. And so that's what I define product market fit as.
That's right.
Interesting. Very interesting. Very
Hope that
only
makes
reason
sense.
why I say that is because it seems like to me more abstract, right? Like you gave very definitive indication. So for me, and I don't disagree. Like I completely agree.
Mhm.
To add to it, like for me, how I see it is it gives me a reason to keep coming back. Like
Mm.
as far
But
as
that's the point.
Hex,
But that's the
right?
point. But that's the
It,
point. That's why
yeah,
it's a solution. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like, and the solution
yeah,
for you is more racks.
yeah, yeah,
Because I
yeah,
mean, you got to realize, bro. When people say, "Well, what the fuck is the point of hex?" Well, it's to make more fucking money.
yeah,
Right.
That's
Period.
why it keeps you coming back.
yeah.
Right.
Keeps me coming back, man.
Yeah.
Simple.
Dude, as soon as you end the stake and you go down in T shares, I have such a bad feeling that I
Yeah,
immediately
yeah.
find a way when the dip occurs or whatever happens that I accumulate some more hex to go fill those T shares back again. Because I
That's
have
right.
stakes that I've ended from 3 years ago that I send out 15 years because I don't need the additional capital at this point in time in my life. So I have the ability to send it out 15 years. My future
Boom.
self will thank me, right?
Exactly.
And so even if you stake and you end it during a time when the bear market's here and you don't have the additional capital, okay, cool. Give it more time. Send it out longer, right? That's
Yeah,
it.
he figured it out. Richard figured it out, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And like
He
you
figured it
always look
out.
back and you can see hindsight 2020 and you look at some of the moves recently and I'm like, dude, those are the stuff that we're seeing. It's the same stuff as like AI right now. Like that's what we
Yeah,
have the ability to see on the open market. Same thing as Pulse X. You look in the website, for example, just the overlay of it, the user interface of it, right? You look at it and you're like, there's so much stuff underneath everything, right?
mm-hmm,
There's just a very simple form that allows me to make sense of it all, right? There's so many
mm-hmm.
things happening in the background that we have no conception of at this point in time until it becomes to light. And that's just what we figure out. What else is actually going on? Who cares, right? It's beautiful,
Exactly.
Wow.
right? And so that's why I say, like, all the little stuff that's going on, congrats. You can do all the digging you want for sure. But at the end of the day, it's going to do what it does,
It's
right?
gonna do
Like,
what it
you're
do.
not going to figure something out that's going to like unravel everything in itself. Like, you're going to come back from Hex and say, dude, this is it. I figured out what the flaw was.
Yeah. No.
Nope.
Yeah, it's not happening.
Nope.
Not happening.
Yeah, no.
You just
He
need to
figured
change
it
your
out.
perception of what you thought the outcome was going to be because it's not always going to be the outcome that you expect.
That's
Okay.
right.
But at the same time, guys, it's a beautiful, beautiful future that we have ahead. And I don't want y'all to get short-sighted on some of the stuff happening. People got wrecked in recent times of all the different shiny objects that came out over the last 8 months. We've been
Mhm.
talking about shiny object syndrome for fucking years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were talking about it long before Pulse Chain was even a thought. You
Yeah.
understand? Like,
Yep.
don't get distracted by shiny fucking objects 3 years ago before Pulse Chain was even a thought.
Yeah.
And then you're here with Pulse Chain and you're like, all right, cool. I got a bag. I'm happy. And then you get what? Complacent. Then you get complacent. And or the worst is when you get a win. I really feel bad for those folks, man. I really do.
Yeah,
Right?
I do.
Like whenever you get a win in the early stage, when you get a win in the early stage of like doing one of those degen behaviors, it almost kind of causes you to continue down that rabbit hole of degen.
Mhm.
It's
It's an addiction.
Yeah, it's a
It's
setup, bro. Every fucking time.
An addiction. A trap.
Until you get bit, you're gonna learn. But you're gonna learn today. But yeah. Anyways, I could fucking ramble on all day, man. We already know that.
No, talk your talk, man. This is the reason I discovered something this year just with crypto, and I guess I knew, I felt it subconsciously, like a lot of problems with crypto and just the whole space. People often lose interest real quick. They get distracted. They don't, that's why a lot of projects fail. Some people, they don't care about certain L1s. The hype phase passes, but Hex by itself, Hex, because I was just I was running after whatever new thing was coming out too to keep that dopamine rush.
Yep.
But Hex kept me settled, and I'm trying to put my finger on it, and it's all about product market fit. It just makes fucking sense. And he figured it out. He
Dude,
figured this shit out. Richard.
Hex, I'll say changed my life, man. And I'm not saying that like in a standpoint of like financial or whatever the case may be, because it obviously has done that as well. But from the mindset of the mentality that I had before I found Hex to the mentality I had after finding Hex has been light and day, dude. I've stopped smoking cigarettes. I've stopped drinking alcohol. I've wanted to better myself, better my health, continue to live longer to make sure that I can see into the future. I've done so many things that are so much in a more positive nature that who cares what the fucking portfolio did while it did. Guys, you understand those accomplishments are not fucking easy. I was an alcoholic by like crazy alcoholic years ago. It's been 2+ years since I've had a fucking drink of alcohol.
Oh,
congratulations. It's been 3+ years since I've even smoked a cigarette. You know what I mean? Like that all happened whenever I found Hex, my friends. Wow. So the mentality of shifting, it's not just of delayed gratification, it's I need to do better fucking things for myself.
That's
right. And so I'm thankful that I found the ecosystem. And yes, it's blessed me with the ability to also make some wealth on it as well. But at the same time, dude, the other things that I'm getting far outweigh wealth. Dude, like health is by far one of the things that everyone puts off until they get wealthy. And then they use all their wealth to try to get better health.
That's right.
Too late at that point.
Too late, man. So like I'm so thankful that no matter what, I've already improved my health by leaps and bounds by doing those actions. And it couldn't have, I'll be true, it couldn't have been done if I had not found Hex. I honestly believe that, dude. Crazy as that sounds, guys. I needed the fucking mentality shift. And Hex allowed me to get the mentality shift. Thank you, man. Thank you.
Yeah, 100%.
Appreciate, man. Appreciate. That's real talk, guys. That's real talk.
That is a very prescient way to leave the stream on, because it was just nothing but truth bombs after truth bomb after truth bomb. So you guys, think about what was said today, because it's real life. Think about why you're here, why you want to be doing this, and do better for yourself, because only you can do for you. Nobody else.
That's right.
So if you guys got anything else to say, let them know. Otherwise, we'll wrap it up right here.
Much love, man.
Good. Yeah. I'm good.
All right, y'all. Peace.
Peace.
Take care.
Right? The reality is that I want to be rich as fuck. There's only one way to be rich as fuck. That's by sitting on your ass the longest. That's it. That's the secret. The guy well told you. Richard done told you. I done told you. Kareem done told you. Maddie done told you. Everybody done told you. Everybody done told you. Shit, motherfuckers still acting like they don't know. Appreciate that. I appreciate that.
100% safe. There's plenty of games left.
Validator done told you. Yo, everybody said it. I mean, hey, you know what it is, man? Everybody done told you. Y'all's deep. Everybody. My God. Ex-Asians, bro. Everybody. Australians, man. Everybody gets it. Yo, when people told you. Dollar cost